Right. Hey, brother, you helped me and this brother at a real low point, right? Coming over there starting. Hey, we ain't had nothing, man. Right? Brothers had car notes and stuff we had to pay. Hey, rent we was kind of a little behind on. Gas we needed, right? And you helped us in our time of need, right? And so we'd be fools not to do the same, right? You coming out here, you letting your cries known before us. Now we have to let you know how the things are supposed to go according to the Lord. How to get these cries answered. How to get this trouble and this weight off your shoulders, like the brother said. Bring this out. 41.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 40 and verse number 1. Great travail is created for every man, and heavy yoke is upon the sons of Adam from the day that they go out of their mother's womb.
A great trouble and tribulation is put upon this earth for us, right? And like the brother brought out in the book of Romans, chapter 5 and verse 3, we kind of got to take these things with joyfulness and gladness, right? Because if we don't take them with joy, right, what is getting mad get us? I had to learn this, man. Me getting mad at things and kind of sorrowing when I know the situation won't change, it was driving me insane, man. I'm like, Shaq, it's nothing I can do about it, but I'm angry, right? And it made me even more angry, right? It never alleviated the issue that I was having. So what I wanted to do was find the resolution that I could, right? The way out. And really, this eased a lot of my problems, man. This eased me being angry, right? This brother know, when we went to CDL school, right? I'm out there, I had negative 500 in my bank account and I'm laughing. Why? What's funny about that?
I was mad.
It's nothing funny about it. But you want to know what? Like the brother was saying, I put my faith in the Lord. I say if it be of the Lord, hey, it's going to happen. It's going to work out. I ain't had no choice but to pass this test, to go to school, right?
I remember you told me this.
You see what I'm saying? But that's the faith that we have, and it gives us comfort, right? It gives us hope. Go ahead and give me that in the book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. Give me 2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7.
Book of Romans, chapter
15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
And this is what gives us comfort, right? This is what gives us hope. Because at the end of the day, we know that things are going to work out for the greater good of us that love God. Give me that in the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. Bring it up.
It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1 and verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love.
Hey, brother, we got power, right? The Lord didn't give us that spirit of fear and being weary and being low. Hey, we controlled all the things on the earth. We controlled all the beasts, the fowls of the airs, the creeping, crawling things. We controlled all these things. We had power with men. We were rulers once upon a time, right? Read.
And love, and of a sound mind.
And of a sound mind. All the thoughts that bring us down, the anxiety, the depression, the things that make us feel like, man, what am I doing this for? Why am I here? Right? I was at a real low point once in my life, man, asking, what am I here for? Am I living just to die? Yeah, do I gotta live, like the brother was saying, just to work time? Hey, the date keep getting pushed back to 70, right? A lot of our people, life expectancy isn't even that long. So our people are literally working till death.
Right.
What time do you get to spend with your family, man? The people that we're supposed to love, right? And the people that's supposed to love us aren't even showing us love, right? Hey, you get more love out here than the people that you do at home, man, right? That you're supposed to love, that's your blood, man, right? I've leaned on the brothers so much, man. Hey, these are my brothers, man.
All praise
right? Closer than family. Ain't no things that my family don't know, right? Bring it up. Keep going. Go back to go back to
2 Timothy chapter 1 and verse number 8 said, Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord.
So don't be ashamed of these things, brother. You know, we got to tackle these things full force and head on, right?
Nor of me, his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel.
Well, we got to be partakers of that affliction. These afflictions are called to happen, right? Because of our disobedience, right? Once we start turning back to the Most High God, hey, He alleviates a lot of these problems that we have. We still catch hell. Don't get it wrong. We still catch hell today. Right? But we know that these things have to happen, and that kind of gives us comfort, right? Because, okay, that means the Lord's dealing with us. You play basketball, brother. Was the coach dealing with the bench player? Was he getting mad when he missed a free throw or a 3-point? Or is he getting mad at the starter? Come on now. So you know who the Lord dealing with? The people that he's chastising. Right? Bring it up.
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 12 and verse number 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening,
You what?
if ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you.
Hey, the Lord deals with you, but you have to endure that chastening. You have to endure that time of affliction, man. And I know it was a time, hey, when I first came into this congregation, man, I literally had to cry out to the Most High. And I don't mean, yeah, I was yelling. I was crying too, brother. I was catching hell. You know what I mean? I didn't know this is the only place to turn to is the Lord. I need your help right now. And that's what we got to do. And guess what? The Lord put things in a certain position to where I don't have to worry about that issue no more. The Lord took that thing away to where I don't deal with it anymore. Right? And it also gave me knowledge and wisdom, like the brother said. It gives you that experience to know what not to do again. How do you move from here on out? And how do you get that counsel? Right, Reed?
Salaki. Say, if ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards. And
Are ye what?
Are ye bastards and not sons?
Hey, bastards don't have fathers, man. Right? Hey, and if you know, if you living a good life out here, right? Everything's going smooth. You never catch hell. Hey, Satan is your father, right? And the Lord's not dealing with you. Satan gives you everything you want, right? Everything is pleasing to you, right? Everything, it's a good life. You got all the money you need, right? Everything is just, it's going out, what they say, according to plan.
On the plan, yeah.
Got the 5-year plan working out. Hey, it's bumps in the road that we got to overcome, man. Right? Bring it out.
The book of Job, book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together for them that love God.
For what?
For them that love God.
And again, like we brought out at the beginning, how you show God you love him? By keeping his what? His word, his commandments, right? And that's what we got to get back to, right? Because when we was at Central, man, I wasn't wearing these. You didn't see these, right? I wasn't keeping the commandments. Yeah, I wasn't keeping the commandments, right? I was working on what day?
Sabbath, yeah.
See that? I wasn't keeping the commandments, right? I was out there buying, driving. When we was driving on Saturday, I'm stopping at exit 126, exit 197. When I get up the ridge, I'm stopping in there, getting some out the vending machine. Come on, we were profaning the Lord's days, and guess what? He was punishing us for it. Now, guess what? I thought I was increasing. I was saving a lot of money up, right? I was doing the things that I thought was right. But guess what? Once I started keeping the commandments, you want to know what the Lord did? He took all that away just to bring me back down, to build me back up. So I had to get to a low point. I had to restart. The Lord had to bring me low just to bring me back up. And that's what we got to understand. Like, all these things are according to the Lord's design just to get us somewhere. The Lord is playing on a big chessboard. The chessboard is the size of this earth, right? Your chessboard is this big. You can't see all the moves that the Lord is making to put certain things in position. You think, well, why am I catching hell right here? Why am I catching hell right there?
I'll come back around.
Hey, because it's to move you to a certain place that the Lord wants you to. Now, if you're doing wicked, the Lord's moving you on the left hand side. Hey, you going to destruction, right? But if you're moving in the right way, the Lord's moving you, hey, to where you're able to capture that queen, capture that king, and it's checkmate, right? And that's getting to the kingdom, right? Bring that out.
Book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom God corrected. Therefore despise not the chastening of the Lord.
Don't despise that chastening. Don't despise the hell that you may be catching. Right? Take that life lesson from it, learn from it, and evolve from it. Right? So let's kind of go back to the commandments and the things that we got to be doing to start reverting the curses, reverting these things that we're catching hell from, right? Because actually, go back to Deuteronomy 28:54. Hold that in Ephesians 5 and 20.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Right, because we have an evil eye towards one another right now, Reed.
and toward the wife of his bosom.
Right now, our men have an evil eye towards our women. Our men have an evil eye towards our men. And what ends up happening in the household, right? Clashing, right? And that leads to what? Who leaving? Who's out the household now? The man. Let's read that. See if this was written over 2,000 years ago, brother.
Prophecy.
Right? And this was foretold to happen. If we didn't keep the commandments, these things were going to happen to us. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, so that he will not give to any of them of the tender and delicate woman among
That's on the flip side. Now let's talk about the women.
the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Our women used to be so tender and delicate, submissive, where they didn't even walk on the ground. How much our women were precious unto us, right? Not walking on. Look at this, the gunk all on the ground, stuck into the cement, right? As filthy. Our women not supposed to be walking on this. Supposed to be walking on damn marble floors, man, and gold-plated floors. Bring that up.
Says, for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband.
Her eye will what?
Her eye shall be evil toward the husband.
Now her eye is going to be evil toward the husband, right? Now it's on the flip side, because it's not just the man, right? It's the woman now too. It's all the damn sexy reds, right? The Cardi B's, the damn Megan Thee Stallions, right? We just seen it out here last night. It's out here gathering abroad with no clothes on, right? And expect to find a good man, right? Bring it up.
Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter.
And they hate the children too, and they use the children against the father, man, right? And we see that time and time again, and that is what really vexes our people, right? It drives such a derision in between the man and the woman. The woman is so bitter and venomous toward the man that she'd be willing to use the kid against him, right? Hey, that's complete and utter madness, man, right? We're supposed to be loving one another and raising the house up, right? Bring this out.
It's the book Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 20. And it reads, giving thanks always.
What we gotta be doing?
Giving thanks always for all things unto God and the Father in the name of our Lord, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Right, so what we're going to go into is how we're supposed to be praying. Because some of our people don't know how to pray. I didn't know how to pray for the longest time, right? We have to give thanks unto the Most High in the name of His Son, right? Because that's the mediator between us. We can't just talk directly to the Most High, right? We have to have that mediator that came to reconcile us to the Most High, right? Bring it up.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 136 and verse 26. Oh, give thanks unto the God of heaven, for his mercy endures forever.
For his what?
For his mercy endures forever.
Hey, because the Lord could have been destroyed us, right? He could have destroyed me for working on the Sabbath, not wearing the fringes. And I knew I was supposed to be doing these things, and I wasn't doing them. The Lord should have killed me, right? But the Lord has mercy, man, right? And that's what we got to understand. The Lord's going to have mercy on us to make that sun shine upon us again, right? Bring it up.
The book of Psalms, chapter 115 and verse number 1. And it reads, not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory.
Unto what?
But unto thy name give glory.
We got to give glory unto the Most High. It's all throughout the scriptures, time and time again. That's who we give glory to.
Right.
When the Lord gives us a better job, when He gives us off on the Sabbath days, and we give glory unto Him. Because without Him, it wouldn't have been possible, right? You wouldn't even have known that you needed the Sabbath off without the Lord, right? And these are things that we start working for and start working towards to give praise unto Him. Everything that we do should be centered around the Lord, right? Our job, that's the damn hobby. This is the career. This is the path that, we not retiring out this truth. You got to die in this truth, man, right? You got to endure unto the end, right? Go on up.
Book of Lamentation, chapter 3 and verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercy.
It is what?
It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because His compassions fail not. They are new every morning.
They are what?
They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness.
And great is the faith that you have in the Lord, right? When you have faith that His mercies are going to be renewed every morning, He gives you that fresh chance to wake up every morning and to serve Him, right? Even in the state that our people don't even know. Some of our people are in such a dark state, they don't even believe in in the Lord, man. Right? So that's the first step. Coming back, praying to the Lord, asking Him for forgiveness for the things that you've done. Even the things that you've done since you was yay high, that you had no foreknowledge of. Your parents may have had you eating pork. Your parents may have had you celebrating Halloween, right? You in the damn buggy, right? They got you in the little cart and you out there celebrating these things. But you didn't know that, right? But these are things that we got to cry unto the Lord and ask for forgiveness for. Because we're still being punished for our former sins, right? We're being punished for the sins of our parents because we've never reconciled with the Most High over them, right? Read that. Oh, I had you already.
Go back.
No.
What was it? Somebody. The book of Sirach, chapter 43 and verse 30. When ye glorify the Lord, exalt Him as much as ye can, for even yet will He far exceed.
Hey, the Lord is going to far exceed what you think He can do, right? I never thought I would be up here speaking. I never thought I would be reading the Bible, right? I never thought I'd be out here doing the work of the Lord, man. This wasn't something that I could imagine a few years ago, right? Hey, I call it, man, I was dumb as a box of rocks, man. I couldn't memorize the precepts. You know what I mean? I didn't really understand the things that I understand now because I had to start keeping the commandments for the Lord to show me that light, to give me that understanding. Right, Reed?
And when ye exalt Him, it's like it. When you glorify the Lord, exalt Him as much as you can. For even yet will He far exceed. And when you exalt Him, put forth all your strength.
Do what?
Put forth all your strength.
No, be weary.
Put forth all your strength.
Be faint-hearted.
Put forth all your strength and be not weary. For you can never go far enough.
You can never go far enough for the Lord, right? Like I say, everything that we have and everything that we do, it has to be for the Lord, man, right? And brothers, we have to check ourselves for that all the time. Sometimes we be, oh man, I did that today. No, you didn't do it. The Lord did it. The Lord woke us up today. The Lord put these words in our mouth to speak these things, right? Bring it up.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
If you're going to come and truly start serving the Lord, brother, it's something that's going to come with it. Read.
Prepare your soul. So like you prepare thy soul for temptation.
Do what?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
So, hey, it's going to be a lot of temptation when you start coming to serve the Lord, right? It's going to be, hey, women probably that you wanted, now they throwing themselves on you, man, right? Your job offering you, hey, come in on this day, come in on this Sabbath day, come get this extra money, right? They tempt you to break God's commandments, right? And really it's Satan on the left-hand side, right? We don't perceive these things, we don't see Satan, but he's moving through men, right? He's moving through women, right? To get us to go off, to find a charge to put upon us, to when that day comes, when judgment day comes, Satan is going to be pointing out all the bad things that's happening.
Right.
And Christ, He going to be on the right-hand side, defending you. But you got to have the good works in order to be defended, man. Right? You want your family to be saved, don't you? And it starts with you. It starts with the head of the household, right? You got to teach your kids these things, right? Or we're going to keep going through these generational curses. Because if you never teach your kids nothing, guess what? They're going to end up in the same... If you don't teach them the history is forgotten, history ends up repeating itself. And hey, we're not trying to go back into slavery, man. Right? We're not trying to just be called damn Negroes again, man. Right? And forget who we are all over again. Right? Because now we're just starting to learn. Our people are just starting to wake up and know that we're Israelites. Right? Hey, you have part of the mental battle already won. You know you're not just a black man. You know you're not just an African American. You know that you have something to go back to, right? And like the brother brought out earlier, Christ, he was a so-called black man. He's an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? The same tribe that you would be from, brother. Actually, I don't know. What tribe are you from, brother? Who's your father? Did you see his nationality on these signs?
Native American.
Right.
West Indies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're probably Northern Kingdom, man, right? Hey, but Christ came from the tribe of Judah, right? Out of our forefathers, we're all the same people. We all come back from the man that descends from Israel, but we have 12 tribes in there, right? So we're all kin to one another, right? And this was the greatest man that ever walked the face of the earth. That gives us a sense of self-identity and self-worth that we're greater than what these people call us, man. That we're not just the lowest people and scum upon the earth. And that we have a goal that we have to have. Right, bring that out.
So Salaki. Verse 2, so right 2 and 2. And it reads, set thy heart aright.
Do what?
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
What do you have to do?
And constantly endure.
You gotta constantly endure the battles that come towards you, right? Hey, it's okay. We know it gets hard. We know the times get low, right? And that's why, brother, we urge you, hey, you could reach out to this brother.
Right.
You could reach out to me, right? Hey, reach out to a brother that you feel comfortable with, right? That you can express these things to, that can give you good counsel, right? That can lift you up through the spirits. Because like the brother was saying before, everybody gonna tell you, damn, that's crazy. We're not out here to get high with you, man. We're not out here to get drunk with you. We're out here to relieve the stress that is upon our people, man. Right? Bring it up.
Salaki. And constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Don't make hasty decisions in that time, right? You catching all this hell. Hey, some men crash out. They go kill their damn baby mama, man. Right? Some people crash out and they end it all. They damn kill themselves, right? Hey, but we have to be stronger. We have to win that battle, right? And the only way to do that is to surround yourself around people that truly love you and care about you, and not just care about the things that you can do for them, not just care about the status that you may have, right? You have to have people that truly love and care about you, right? That's willing to help you out when you're down, and not only looking for you to help them out, right? Read.
Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Cause you ever heard that old saying, right? That after the storm, right?
Way I want to go,
So what happens is madness, right? It's Satan, right? So what happens at the end of it? Once you get to the eye of the storm, it's calm, ain't it? It's calm at the eye of the storm. That's madness. Stay focused, right? So, in the tornado, right? All madness is happening around, just like right now. All madness is happening around us, right? But what happens once you get to the eye? It's calm. So we have to get through that storm to make it to the eye. Everything is going to calm down. Everything is going to subside. All the hell that we're catching, if we endure, it's all going to wash away, right? Keep going on that.
Verse number 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Whatsoever what?
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Hey, and we're going to take cheerfully, man, right? It's a lot of things that we have to go through. Hey, we got to deal with this on a weekly basis, man, right? This is nothing new for us.
Right.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, we still love the brother, man, right? He just lost. He don't know. And that's what we come out here to do, is bid people like that back to following God so we can stop hating one another. The brother hate us. He want to fight us because we told him, hey, brother, it's blocked off. You can't go over there. It's madness, man. Right? Keep going on that.
Salaki. It said, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Hey, gold is tried in that fire. If you know about ores, right? Gold, it has a lot of dirt and things that's attached to it when it's gold, right? When it's in that pure ore form. They have to put it in that furnace, right? Crank up the heat. That's what the Lord spiritually does to us. He cranks up the heat to forge us into this refined gold. This gold that, hey, you put on your teeth. The gold that you put on your neck, right? You have to, in order to get this gold, you have to refine it through a mass amount of heat, man, right? And it gets hot. So the Lord spiritually turns up the heat on us to forge us, get the impurities off of us, right? And sometimes he turns it down, he lets it cool down. And then he may have to turn it back up, right? So that's the spiritual things that we go through, right? A lot of things that we see that we go through, it's not really on a physical level, right? It's more so on that spiritual level. You got to see the spiritual aspects of what's really happening, right? The things that you're really catching hell about, you got to kind of sit down and think like, hey, why is that happening, right? And you got to think, hey, that's just Satan. Satan's trying to get me. Satan is trying to sift me out, right? So with that being said, brother, according to this, how do we get back to stop catching hell? What's the solution? Yeah, how do we get back to our rightful estate and stop being on such a low estate? Stop going through all the infirmities that we go through. Pray. That's most definitely pray. Yeah, you got to pray to the Most High. So you pray to the Most High. Now, who's the mediator between the Most High and us? Who's our Lord and Savior? Give it a shot. You got the sign on her? All right. You read it this way to that. Start right here. How do you say that? Yah. Ha. Wa. Sha. I. Now put it together. Say it, go slow. Yah, ha, wa, sha, I. Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. That's the Paleo Hebrew of Christ's name. Now this is the Lord's name. The Yah, ha, wa, ha. Yahweh. Right? Hey, so that's the Lord's name and His Son. So we have to pray to the Lord in the name of His Son. Right? Because He's the mediator between man and God. Right? We got to seek His face. Right? And give me the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. Because now, our custom is that we also pray towards a certain direction, right? We pray towards the Holy Land, right? Bring that up.
Book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse number. You sure this is what you want?
Go to 9 and 7, I think. See if you can look that up for me. Well, David faced 3 times and prayed, right? Yeah. Good.
This is the book of Daniel 6 and 10.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 6 and verse 10. And it reads, Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows were being open in the chamber toward Jerusalem.
Toward where?
Toward Jerusalem.
And Jerusalem is facing towards the east.
Right.
Right, Reed?
He kneeled upon his knees.
Yeah, what?
He kneeled upon his knees.
We get on our damn knees, man. Read.
So he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day.
How many?
3 times a day.
So it's not just one time a day, man. Right? Hey, the bare minimum, brother, should be praying is 3 times a day. Right? Hey, once when you wake up, hey, once throughout the middle of the day, and one before you go to bed. Right? Brothers really should be praying every time you arrive somewhere, thanking the Lord that He allowed you to make it there safe. Every time He allowed you to make it home safe. Because God forbid anything could happen in this world. We see all the accidents that happen. Right? Hey, our line of work, people die every day doing that. You see them running off the damn side of the road, ending up into the median, man. Right? Hey, people die. Right? The hazardous weather that we drive in. Hey, so we always got to thank throw up that prayer that He lets them make it to our destination safe. We make it there. I pray that they make it back safe, right? Because it's all in His hands. Right? Read that.
So like that. And prayed and gave thanks before his God as he did aforetime.
And we got to give thanks. Hey, like I say, bare minimum at least 3 times a day. Show that sincerity towards the Lord. Right?
This 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse number 17. Pray without ceasing.
Do what?
Pray without ceasing. That's it.
And we got to pray without ceasing. Pray nonstop. Everything, again, that we do, Lord willing, hey, we just keep praying for. Even the bad things that happen, we got to give thanks. Because what do a lot of people like to do? When they're up, they like to what? Thank the Lord. Right? They don't ever really call upon Him, though. Right? But when they down, what is first thing they do? They call upon the Lord. Right? They don't never really talk to the Lord when they up, man. Right? Because they think it's of them. Right? And I just got this brand deal.
I ran it up.
Yeah, I ran it up.
Got it out the
I just caught this lick. And it's always wickedness. It's never good. That's why they're not thanking the Lord for it. Because the Lord didn't do that for you, man. Right? So everything that we get, the job, having an able body that we have, right? Because the Lord can take limbs from you. right? The Lord could put you in a wheelchair, God forbid, right? The Lord could do a lot of things to us that hasn't been done. So we got to thank the Lord for everything that we have, the knowledge that we have, the wisdom that we have, right? Hey, the cars, the houses, the things that the Lord has blessed us with to take care of our families, right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8 and verse 18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power.
It is what?
It is he that giveth thee power.
The Lord gives you power. The Lord gives you strength to be able to overcome these things, Rick.
To get wealth.
To do what?
To get wealth.
To get that money, to have that job. The Lord guided your path that way, right? And it could all be just so you came out here today and heard these words, right? That's how the Lord plays a long game, man, right? It could have, all these things in your life could have happened just to lead you to this very moment.
Right.
That's why, hey, everything that I went through, I'm glad I went through it. I'm glad it got me to where I am today. I wouldn't have wanted to change it because you divvy from one point, brother. Hey, you could have had a different future, right? One minute thing changed, hey, you'd have been somewhere completely else, right, Reed?
So like, to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day.
And the Lord swore these things unto us, but we had to go back to upholding the oath that we made in that covenant. Bring this up.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 16. As for me, I will call upon God.
I will what?
I will call upon God.
What these brothers up here doing?
I will call upon God.
What does this brother have to do?
I will call upon God, and the Lord shall save me. Evening and morning and at noon.
It's 3 times a day. It's David. It's another account. You had Daniel, now you got David. Right, Reed?
Will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice.
And the Lord, he's going to hear that voice. He's going to hear your supplication, right? The Lord isn't just this angry man who just wants to kill everything. He loves his people, right? And we're his people, right? He's just waiting for us to get back right. Like, if your parents, if you didn't listen to what they say, right, and you just kept going off, they gonna get you the new game system when you wanted it. They gonna allow you to go outside. Nah, you gonna keep getting whooped until you get right. Right? Hey, you know my dad, man. It wasn't no games, man. Hey, you didn't do. Hey, you punished me. I don't give. It could have been a year, right? Hey, my dad took my brother's phone for so long he forgot he took it. He like, I'm calling you. Why ain't you answer? Man, you got my phone. Hey, you wasn't doing right yet. You got to get back right. Bring it on.
Says he have delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me.
Hey, and then you're gonna have peace, because I know that's what we're longing for. Is just peace. We tired here, man. We tired of going through the things that we going through. I mean, it's like you gotta get up, you gotta work all these hours, you gotta spend time with your family. You're dividing yourself so thin, and you're doing these things alone. It's like, damn, I just need a little help. I need a something, man. And again, the brothers can attest, man. This where we go. This is what gives us that peace of mind. Hey, when we read these things, man, and we see what our forefathers went through, hey, it kind of gives us that sense of relief, because our forefathers went through a lot of hell too, right? But the reward at the end for them was great, right? Hey, a lot of these men in here, these righteous forefathers, hey, these are the elect. These men are sealed to where they're getting into the kingdom. Right? And this king, like the brother said, this kingdom is going to be on earth. Give me the book of Job, chapter 1, and verse number 20.
God, it says, he hath delivered my soul in peace from the battle that was against me, for there were many with me.
Right. Start at... Yeah, start at 13.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 13. There was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing, and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabians fell upon them and took them away. Yeah, they have slain the servants.
They did what?
They have slain the servants.
So Job, I don't know if you know about the story of Job, but Job was a very wealthy man. Job had everything that you could think of, right? He had his wife, he had a lot of servants, he had a lot of cattle. This man was rich.
Right.
Everybody knew Job in this land, man, right? Bring it out. It's like Elon Musk today, right? And Jeff Bezos.
They have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee.
And there was only one messenger that escaped to come back to tell Job these things, Reed.
While he was yet speaking,
Why he's in the midst of telling Job that all his servants just got killed.
came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and burned up the sheep.
And okay, now he's hearing that all his cattle just got killed and burned up. Like, damn, man. Okay, keep going.
And the servants consumed them, and I only escaped alone to tell thee.
Right.
While he was yet speaking,
Now, okay, he's about to get interrupted in the midst of his speech, and let's see for what.
while he was yet speaking, there came another servant and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword.
Now he's saying that the camel is being destroyed, and the servants that were over them have been destroyed. Read.
And I am only escaped to tell thee.
Right, keep on.
While he was yet speaking,
Okay, we see that this is it. People don't catch hell like this. This is one day, right, in the midst of someone's, but you just getting all this bad news, right, Reed? Everything, man, Reed. Not yet he hasn't. Let's read.
while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house. And it fell upon the young men, and they are dead.
And they are what?
And they are
So
dead.
now all his kids died. Now all his kids have died. Now he's lost everything. Now he's caught the complete, the perfection of catching hell, all in one day. Right, Reed?
And I am only escaped alone. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell upon the ground and worshipped.
He fell upon the ground and worshipped.
It said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither.
So you got to think. The first thing he did when he heard this, he ripped his damn clothes. He fell upon the ground and worshipped the Most High. Now, what do our people do when they catch hell like that? They say, "Why me?" This is the spirit that we have to have. Fall upon the ground and worshiping the Most High. Right? Keep going.
It says, the Lord gave, and the Lord hath taken away.
The Lord gave me all these things, and the Lord has taken away all these things. Right? Read.
Blessed be the name of the Lord.
He said, blessed be the Lord. Hey, thanking the Lord, man. Right? Hey, because no matter what, the Lord did these things for a reason. These things are all a part of God's plan. Right? And we have to have faith that all these things are going to work out for the good of God for those that love God. Romans 8:28. Read.
In all this, Job sinned not.
And what?
Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly.
Now, jump to 2 and 10.
Chapter 2 and verse 10. Job chapter 2 and verse 10, and it reads, But he said unto her,
Give me verse 9. Verse 9.
Verse 9. Then said his wife unto him.
So now, his wife was the only one that didn't perish in all of these things. So he has one thing left. Now let's see if his wife is going to lift him up, right? Tell, hey baby, it's okay, and give him that comfort. Or let's see if she's going to be the woman that is going to hate her husband and fulfill that prophecy. Read.
Job chapter 2 and verse 9. It said, Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die.
Do what?
Curse God and die.
Why are you still holding on? Why are you still thanking the Lord? Hey man, curse the Lord, man. Yeah. Hey, tell the Lord what you really want to tell him. Right? Tell him the evil thoughts that's on your mind that you're thinking about the Lord. That's what the wife said. Right? Why are you, your kids died. All your cattle died. Now you broke. You know how women like to get when we get low. And talk about you like you nothing. Right? Hey, now brother, if this ain't our people in this Bible, I don't know what is. Right? Hey, that's fitting us to a T, man. Right? Keep going on.
She said, curse God and die. But he said unto her, thou speakest like one of the foolish women.
Like what?
Thou speakest like one of the foolish women.
So, hey, woman, get out my face, man.
Speaking
Right?
that.
He's speaking like one of these foolish women that have no knowledge. Give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Said, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaking. What shall we receive? It said, what? Shall we receive good at the hand of God?
Shall we receive good at the hand of God? Read.
And shall not receive evil?
And we not going to receive bad? It's a yin and a yang thing. You have the good with the evil, right? The good with the bad. These things are a just balance, man. Read.
It said, and all this did not Job sin with his lips.
And all this, Job never sinned. Job never went off. Job never sinned, right? Bring this out.
Book of Proverbs at 11 and verse 1. A false balance.
Hey, what?
A false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
Hey, a false balance is an abomination unto God, man.
But a just weight is his delight.
But a just weight is the Lord's delight, man. Right? So we got to understand these things. A just balance is good unto the Lord, but a false balance is an abomination. A false balance is receiving all good and never receiving any hardships. What do they call that in the world today? Right? When these kids are growing up with these rich parents, what they call that? Spoon fed. Right? They grew up with a what spoon? A silver spoon. Right? Hey, and if you grow up with a silver spoon, are you going to know how to, when you go out here in the world, let's say God forbid that they lose everything, right? Are they going to know how to work? The work ethic that we have, the drive that we have to go and do these certain things? No. So the things that we go through, they're for a reason. They're to make us into the man that we are today, right? And Lord willing, through the scriptures that we brought out today, Lord willing, you found comfort and hope through these things, right? And that you can kind of lift yourself back up and get out the spirits, you know, the spirits that are on you and to shake them things off, right? So that we can start being the mighty men that God has called us to be, right? Give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse number 58.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast.
Be what?
Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Doing what?
Always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Hey, your labor that you do for the Lord, it won't be in vain, right? So we have to come out here, we have to work for the Lord, right? We have to spiritually work, we have to physically work, we have to do all the things that the Lord has commanded us, right, in order to receive that glory, right? Give me the book of Matthew chapter 25 and verse number 13.
Book of Matthew chapter 25 and verse 13. It's like, watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2. Book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
And all this thing is about enduring. All this thing is about, hey, coming out here doing these things and enduring the trials and tribulations, right? So let's go over some of the commandments that we went over. You already don't eat none of the pork, right? What about shrimp, crab, and lobster? You eat any of that? Okay, all praise to the Most High. Like the brother say, you already keeping the commandments unknowingly, right? That's because it's the spirit that the Lord puts on our people. That's a beautiful thing. Now, what about the Sabbath? Are we keeping the Sabbath? You are? Okay. No working, no buying, no selling on this day? Okay. Now, it's another thing that we're really supposed to be doing on this day is teaching our family this, right? So that's something that we got to start implementing is the words of the Lord. As you're learning, right, and you're growing, these are things that you got to start teaching your children, right? Give me Proverbs 22 and 6.
Deuteronomy. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently.
Thou shalt what?
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
To who?
Unto thy children. And it's like it. And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down.
Everywhere that you go, our conversation is supposed to be about the Lord, right? Because this is holy. This is pure. This whole world is full of wickedness, right? You don't want your kid growing up, to be how this world, there's a whole bunch of homosexuals out here, a whole bunch of people that want to be whores and whoremongers, and yeah, you know what I mean? Our people, this world is just completely wicked, right, Reed?
It's like it. And when thou risest up, and that's it.
Right, bring it out.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. Train up a child.
Do what?
Train up a child in the way he shall go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Hey, and when the child is old, they're going to know to hearken unto these sayings that you gave them when they're a kid. They're going to look back upon these things like, hey, Pops told me this for a reason, right? And just like when we was kids, our parents told us a lot of things, but we didn't really see it till we got older, right? Well, just wait till, that's always there as you tell you.
When you get older, you'll see.
You'll see. We think, hey, we rushing to get old. We rushing to get our own spot and our own job. Now we're like, damn, I'm tired working. Hey, we was going to school, working at the school. Hey, didn't they? I'm telling you. Hey, we was over there, we looking on the outside in. We wasn't inside the club, man. You get inside that thing, you like, I want to get back on the outside.
That's like what I thought it was.
Yeah, no, they locked the door. You stuck in there now, right? You in the 360 deal, right? So that's another thing that we got to start doing on the Sabbath day is start teaching these things, right? Now, do you believe in the Bible? You do? Okay. So, at the things that we brought out, how do you feel after hearing these things? Did it give you a sense of reassurance to kind of start going back into it and diving in and see what it says? Okay. Now, give me the book of Numbers chapter 15 and verse number 38. Bring that out.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse number 38, and it reads, it's like it. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes.
So the Lord says, speak unto the children of Israel and command them that they make them fringes. You know what fringes are? Look at the bottom of all these brothers' shirts out here. What you see? Okay, so these are fringes, brother. Right? All praises. Read that.
And bid them that they make them fringes, that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
How long?
Throughout their generation.
Hey, we're still generating on this earth today, so we still got to be doing this, right? Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
We all may have a different color fringe on. Hey, we just salt of the earth, brother. We kind of style it. The brother, he got the glitter, he got the purple, he got the gold. We kind of style it how we want to, man. Right? But all we have in common is that blue has to have that border of blue. Read.
It's like it. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments.
Do what?
And remember all the commandments.
So this is a reminder for our people, because we're a forgetful people. So this is a reminder to remember all the commandments of God, right? Now, are we just supposed to remember them and then not do them? Are we supposed to just remember the commandments and not do them? No, that'd be foolish, right? Read that.
It said, and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And what?
And do them.
And we have to do them. So that's what these fringes are for. They're to remind us of the law and that we have to do them, right? So this is something that we have to start doing because this helps us get closer to God, right? This helps us start having the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to say, hey, to hell with that, I'm not doing that anymore, right? Hey, to hell with that, that's Satan, man. Hey, to hell with all these other things that go on upon this earth, I'm going to serve God. Give me the book of Joshua, chapter 24 and 14.
Book of Joshua, chapter 24 and verse number 15. And if it seem evil unto you,
If it what?
and if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord,
What?
to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve.
The Lord saying, if it seems evil unto you, choose you this day who you gonna serve. Right, Reed?
Salaki. Says, whether the gods which were your fathers served on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell.
So the Lord is saying, hey, you going to serve the other gods, right? Or you going to serve our God, right? Choose you this day, right? And that's a question that we would bid you to kind of, hey, go home, sleep on. Hey, are you going to serve our God that brought us out of the land of Egypt and that's going to bring us up out of this wicked ass place, America, and bring us back into our homeland? Are we going to serve that God, or are we going to keep serving these other gods, which may be money, right? Which may be the clothes, the cars, anything that we put above God is idolatry, and we're putting that over God, right? Right? It could be our kids, it could be our wives, it could be anything. If you put it above God, it's idolatry and it's off, and we shouldn't be doing it, right? But we don't want to cram too much in today. You know what I mean? Hey, brother, I'm gonna start hitting you up more. I know you talked to the brother Joshua, right? Hey, if you have any questions, you feel free to ask me or him, man, right? And if you're going through things, brother, you know, hey, we could put it, you know, it ain't gotta be too personal, but we can have brothers pray for you. You know what I mean? To help these things alleviate. You know what I mean? But brother, we sincerely want you to come back and start serving the Lord, because that's our whole duty, right? Give me the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Bring that.
But as for me and my house,
As for what?
but as for me and my house,
As for these brothers up here, read,
we will serve the Lord.
we will serve the Lord. And we want you to come back and start serving the Lord too. You to come back and start being that mighty man that the Lord had called you to be. Right? Because the Lord has a plan for our people, man. We just have to start acting on this plan that the Lord gave us. He gave us this blueprint. This Bible is a blueprint of how we should be acting. How we get a righteous woman back in our lives. The Lord say, I will give a wicked woman to a wicked man, but I will give a righteous woman to a righteous man. Right? Go ahead and get that for me real quick.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26, and verse number 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So all these wicked women that gather abroad out here half naked, they're giving the wicked men, right? They catch hell between their relationships. Krishana and Blueface, we see it. They catch hell between each other. Even on a non-celebrity level, our people catch hell because they pick the best looking woman with their assets all out, and they think they got them a good one. Really, you got a whore that's on to the next dollar when she finds it. Right, Reed?
But a godly woman,
But a what?
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
Hey, and a godly woman's given to him that fear of God, right? It's a lot of things that godly women do in the Bible. They don't just sit on their back and sit at home all day. Godly women take care of the household, right? They feed the children. They wake up in the midst of the night and feed the household, man, right? They go out there, they work, right? Godly women still do a lot of things contrary to popular belief, right? Bring this out.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse number 13, and it reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
This is the conclusion of the whole matter of everything that we've said up here today, brother.
Fear God. What? Fear God and keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments, Reed.
For this is the whole duty of man.
Hey, you a man, right, brother? So we got to fear God and keep his commandments. That's what the Lord has charged us to do as the beings that he has put upon this earth, right? His chosen people, which are who? Who's his chosen people? Us. And who are we? We Israelites, brother, right? All praises to the Most High, right? So we don't want to cram you with too much up here today because it could be overwhelming, right? Is there any questions that you may have upon anything? Right, we mostly right here every Saturday. If we change locations, we usually let it be known. Yeah, like next week, we're going to KC, right? And then a week after that, we going out to Indy, right? But on Fridays, we actually about to start being out here on Fridays now. We were out in front of Wheelhouse, but we'll be out here on Fridays and Saturdays. On Fridays, we'll be out here probably like 10 o'clock, 9:30, a little bit later. But on Saturdays, we out here at 5 until, really. So, but we also got a class too, where you know you ain't got to stand the whole time, be out in the harsh elements that be out here. They be hot out here, man. Right? We got a class too that you can come to. You can ask questions, right? And it's a little bit more edifying because we're going over the basics. You know what I mean? You'll be able to, well, what that's going into them, brothers will be able to reason with you out the scriptures. You'll be able to take notes, right? You can bring your family if you wanted to bring your family. As you've seen, it's women in the congregation with kids and stuff. The kids go down there with the women, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? So we also have a school that's, you know, a little bit more suitable for a learning condition, right? So hey, if you ever want to, brother, it's the door is always open by any time, right? And we not just austere and we don't have fun, man. We have fun, man. And we have a feast day every month, right? We turn up and write. Hey,
We got together Wednesday just because.
yeah, we got the Wednesday and just barbecue just because, right?
Top golf was the last.
Yeah, we went Top Golf last week at the count. You know what I mean? Hey, this is a family that we built up here, man. You know what I mean? Hey, this brother can attest. When I first started coming out, he like, man, I ain't going out there, man. I'm good, man. And he came out here and he seen the spirit of brothers and he gravitated towards it. You know what I mean? It was a spirit of love. Like when I first came out here, because I've been to a few different camps, and I was like, you know, my spirit didn't mesh well with them. My first time coming out here, I was like, man, where I want to be. There's family out here now, right? And like I said, these brothers have helped me in my lowest times, right? We've helped other brothers out, right? It's more than just the appearance of coming out here and doing this work once a week, right? We talk to each other on the daily, man, right? We reason out the scriptures. Like before, the conversations we had were of this world. They were wicked, right? Now we laugh and joke talking about precepts and accounts in the Bible, right? These are beautiful things that we get to do, and it's of the Lord. Like that. Hey man, I could never imagine that I wouldn't be out here trying to look for a two-man. Like, come on, man. Hey, we were always trying to set up
mission.
Yeah, I'm out here looking for the next female that I can find, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? It was just, I just couldn't fathom myself doing it, but it was all according to God's will, right? Read that.
The book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation.
Now we got to put off that former conversation. Hey, we're not talking about, hey, oh girl, man, back in the day, and we're not living out the glory days no more, man. I'm not bringing up my football highlight tape from high school. It's not happening, man. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about the things of now, right? The things that's to come, the kingdom that's to come, right? The bodies that we're gonna, the Lord is going, hey, we gonna be mighty, man. David smoked thousands of Philistines, man, right? And the Lord say our weakest is gonna be as David. And brother, you damn far from the weakest right now, brother. Right? So imagine how mighty you're going to be in the kingdom. These are things that are joyful to look forward to. Nothing is going to be out of order. Men is going to be out in order. Men is going to love one another. Our women are going to be in order. They're going to have head wraps on. They're going to have dresses. They're going to be the most beautiful women upon the face of the earth.
Right.
Brother, it's going to be glorious to get into this kingdom. And it's soon coming. We see the World War III and the things that's to come. Keep going on that.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation. The old man.
The what?
The old man.
They kill that damn old man. You step over the old man and you put two in his head. Yeah. And he's not coming back out the grave no more.
Right.
Right, Reed?
Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
According to that lust that he had, Reed.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
And be renewed in that spirit. We not the old man no more, man. That old man try to creep up and you give him two more, man. Right, Reed?
And that you put on the new man, which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
And true holiness, and that's going back to keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and believing on Yahushua as the scriptures have said. Doing the spiritual aspects of the law as well as the physical aspects of the law. Right? So, hey, Lord willing, brother, we see you at class. You know what I mean? Be able to get more into this thing. Lord willing, we can get T out here. I've been talking to T, man. I'm trying to, hey, he be asking, but he don't be coming out, man. I'm gonna have to talk to the brother.
I was gonna call him.
He be asking me, and
He be talking about it at work.
yeah,
He still be rapping.
yeah. He be a little busy. I ran into him think like 4 months ago at the store. You know, he's supposed to come out, but no brother ain't ended up coming out. But hey, Lord willing, the Lord put it on his spirit to come out, man.
Cause he be the one telling me to get into the Bible.
See what I'm saying? And he got it.
I listen to him pray, like you said before. Before you leave, your destination when you arrive. Leaving on the way back, you do it all.
Yeah. Everybody got their walk, you know. When the Lord finds his time, hey, you might be that light for him. You might be the one. Hey, I see you. He see you start coming down her. You know, you talk about. Hey, I went down there and talked with the brother Josh. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Hey, he gonna be like, I gotta get out there now. I've been talking about going out there. I hit the brother Zakara up. He like, nah, I gotta get out there. Right? Bring it up.
It's the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
And the Lord chose you, brother. And that has to be a beautiful thing because the Lord didn't choose everybody. A lot of our people like to coon out on us, right? A lot of our people get mad as we talk about the scriptures. The Lord ordained you, read.
I got a point real quick. It's been so many people that came up here and say, I'm going to come back out here. Right? They come up and say, yeah, I'm going to come back. They never came back. So, hey, all praise, as you came out, the Most High put the Spirit on you to come out here, man. That's very rare that happens.
Yeah. Right? And again, you know, just even like brother said, even making that appearance because it's to save your soul, right? It's all for you, right, Reed?
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye shall go and bring forth fruit and that your fruit shall remain.
The Lord wants you to bring forth this good fruit because if you're like a tree like this that's not bringing forth any fruit, look at it. It looks dead, right? It's supposed to be. Hey, it's supposed to be when things are coming to life right now. They would cut that down, right? That's what the Lord will do if you don't bring forth good fruit. If you're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, right? You're not teaching your kids. You're not teaching other men, right? You're not teaching our people what we're supposed to be doing. The Lord will cut you down because He won't need you. He has no use for it. And that's likewise for any of us. We could be up here and we could fall out and be cut down. The Lord cannot deal with us anymore. That's why we have to stay on fire, stay fervent for the Lord, and do everything that we can. Again, brother, we're not robots. We're not perfect. We fall. We fall short. And that's what we're here for, is to lift each other up and to pray for one another. Keep going.
Thanks a lot. It says that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, He may give it you.
Hey, and if you ask of the Lord, you ask these things in truth and sincerity, right? The Lord will give these things to you. He'll give you that peace of mind. He'll help the issues that you're having. Hey, with your baby mother, He'll solve those things. The IRS, He'll solve those things. Like, I don't know if you know, but when I was at Central, they seized my bank account, man. I had all my money get taken from me. They locked up my bank account. I had to go get a whole new bank account. I couldn't get my checks deposited. I'm glad my checks weren't being direct deposited because they would have been keeping all my checks. So I'm glad I was still getting the paper checks, right? See, the Lord do that. You see what I'm saying? I'd have never did that too. I'd have never just kept getting paper checks. I'd have signed up for direct deposit. But see how the Lord worked? Lord had me be lazy and not do it yet. And just for that to happen, so I was able to still get by. But man, they took all my money. It was gone for about 6 months, right? But I had faith in the Lord. You know, we went through the court process. And I was like, hey man, if it be of the Lord, either they gonna take the money. If not, I'm gonna get the money back, right? And all praise to the Most High, I ended up getting the money back, right? So but you had to have that faith, because now if I'd have been weary and I'd have been like, well, if I don't get it, man, I didn't give a damn if I got the money back, right? Because I was worried about serving the Lord. And the Lord, once you do things like that, He gives you that increase. He gives you that abundance, like the brother brought out earlier. He makes you rich and He brings you low, right? So any other questions, anything, brother? Okay, all praise. Well, brother, on there, there's a starter pack about some of the things that we went over. You got the Sabbath day on there, right? And it gives you the precept. You got the fringes. It gives you the precept for them. The no pork, which you already don't do. No shaving, which you don't do, brother. The women have to put on dresses, right? And the no shellfish, right? And if you pull out, did you get the other flyer, the small flyer? Brother Day. One of them flyers. So on this flyer right here, brother, which you got my number, so I'm gonna text you. But we have all our videos on her where you can check some of these things out. We got social media, right? You scan. This is the time that we start camp. We start at 4:30. We need to change that. But we start at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Sometimes our class runs long because we hold class before we come out here, and it ends sometimes 8:30, 9 o'clock, depending on what time the Lord have us get up out of here, right? But, huh? Oh, we have a building, yeah. I can text you the address. We don't got it on the flyer, but I can text you the address. Yeah, no. That's just where we hold camp at out here. Yeah. This the spiritual church that hey we building out here. But I could definitely text you the address, brother, and you know, Lord willing, you know, hey brothers, we got brothers that make friends up here. You know, so that's not an issue for you to start getting these things. You know, once you come to class, you know, you let brothers know, hey, brothers be able to help you out with those things, right? All right, brother, we ain't gonna hold you up too much more. I love you, King.
All praise to
Yes, sir. All praise the King.
Right, big brother?
Overcame Babylon, we Israel, now we girded up. Ever since we came into the truth, we got our birdies up. Eat this Mac, think you funny, watch how it'll burn you up. I live 3 miles down, bout a Sabbath journey up. Esau see us coming up, just watch how we just turn him up. In the kingdom, keep the law, we gon' have him double dutch. Occupy till I come, go ahead and eat this honey up. Anytime I see a blood moon, it got me jumping up. Esau doing coke, yeah, now he fanny up. I done got my spirit up, now let's just see what's up.